right, welcome back everybody. As we said earlier on, we would take a look at the results for you in Super League A. We are going to take a look at the match between Unil and NtK in a second or so. It was a runaway for Unil, but let's quickly take a look at the results. In Super League A, of course, Durban winning 38-19. Unil 62-0 over NtK, and then Brackenfell 31 to 38 loss against Tygerberg. If we take a look then at the logs where things are standing at the moment. Super League A, we see Durban is sitting at the top of the log. Hamilton's in second place, followed by Stellenbosch, Unil, Tygerberg, False Bay, and then Villages, and then Helderberg brings up position number 8. Jerome, so Durban have managed to get those points on the board and get themselves back to the top position there. Hamilton's, though, have got a game in hand, and Durban will know that Hamilton's will be breathing down their neck.
Yeah, I mean, Hamilton's didn't play this week. They were supposed to play SK Warmers, so they didn't play. Yeah, I think I think they're pretty happy with where they are. They have a good season so far. I think Unil, I mean, they played 8 games, so they're up there. So where they were starting, I think they would also be happy with where they are at the moment.
Well, yeah, and first, if we look at that log there now, Unil will know that they are a little bit behind on because they've played 8 matches already. So I see what you mean by past the halfway mark. Yep. Although some teams, like for example, Helderberg have only played 5 games, SK Warmers only played 4 games, CPT's only played 4 games. For some of the teams, they're only a third of the way through the log.
No, definitely, the guys still got to play against each other. So you're finding the guys at the top. You know, you're looking at the points, but you got to take into consideration the amount of games. I mean, even if you go down to the bottom, you look at River. I mean, 1 win and then automatically they're in the bottom 3. You know, in that survival mode. So they still got a lot to play for. They still got to play against CPT. I think that's where their focus is. You know, especially CPT now looking at the bottom. They're also going to hope that they can get somebody's got to win, if I can put it that way. So. The logs still very much undecided. I mean, you look at UCT, they've played 8 games, they're sitting on 17. It's also, it's a bit of a problem. You know, CPT, River have a nice run, 3 games. They could pass UCT, so still early days.
Well, that's what makes club rugby so exciting. I mean, it really is a wild, the Wild West here, so to speak, the Wild Western province.
JP, I mean, if you look at it, the top 6 is where you want to be. Yeah. You basically got to try and find yourself either in the top 6 or, you know, in the bottom half. You got to try and make sure that you're either in 10th or 11th position.
Well, I must say it is really exciting, and it gets more exciting every year. All right, let's take a look at those highlights now between Unil and NtK. right, there we go. Really a runaway win for Unimil over NtK, folks. Unimil putting 62 points on the board. Jerome, I'm not sure how many it was in tries. I think it was around the 8 or 9 mark. The part that I don't understand there is that NtK have actually been playing good rugby. They've been playing good rugby game after game. I don't understand how. Is it the defense? Is it the defense that just let them down on the day?
It is tough because they've in the past they were struggling with their set pieces. So now their scrums are a bit better. Their lineouts, as we saw, there's one lineout now. They're much better with their lineout. So the set pieces were better. I think this game, in the previous games, they were up the first half with a great defense. In this game, they just gave up. So that was really bad of NtK. And the one thing that they must not do is like they've started well, and it's become crucial time for them now. So they mustn't. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna have to motivate their players to understand that they're in danger zone.
So how do you stay out of the danger? How do you stay out of the danger zone? Is it just about practicing the drills?
I would think if I'm their coach now, because at the end, points is gonna help you. The points difference is gonna count. So I would say if they have any opportunity to get points, rather kick for poles, take the points, and just keep the scoreboard ticking.
Yeah.
Try to get points on the board because, as Faisal was saying, now they're going almost halfway mark now, and they've played a lot of games. So points are going to be important for them because if they want to match up with Kuils River in CPUT, CPUT have only played 4 games. They've played a lot of games now. So every point that they can get, they must take now.
Yeah, Faisal, your thoughts? I mean, NtK obviously don't want to find themselves back in the same position that they have been for the last couple of years.
Well, it seems like they found themselves in the same position there. I think they need to get. I think it's something that we've expected. I mean, you asked a question. The one we're getting out of the danger zone is to start winning games. That's a simple solution.
Is that the solution?
A simple solution. And I think it's also, you know, if you're losing games, you got to try and at least get a bonus point because definitely looking at the logs, that bonus points count. You know, 2 or 3. You got to have to try and, you know, you might feel that you might not have a chance against some of the guys there at the top, but I think you need to start looking at trying to at least getting a point out of it, or, you know, trying to keep a point, trying to keep them away from getting a bonus point.
And of course, bonus points you're getting it for scoring 4 tries or more, and within 7 points margin.
Yeah, the same old 7 and 1.4, you know, 4 tries or more in that.
They must try to get a draw also, then they get 2 points.
There we go.
Well, that's the other thing. It's maybe a bit difficult to try and figure out how to play for a draw, but maybe some teams will be saying, guys, we're aiming for 4 tries. I don't know. All right, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're still going to be taking a look at the matches between All Saints and Vineyards. So back in a sec, don't go away.